now I'm really happy. I thought with the themes for today and the future. Today, the theme for me is what's happening in Syria. So I'll start with some of the poems that I wrote, and there will be two of them. That's not on the subject of Syria, what's going on. The first one is Walnut. I am a walnut that came at last to its home. The soil is my beloved, trees full of lovers roaming the lines of my leaves. A loner I became in a shell that rolled from the hills of Zagros mountains, collecting every pitfall on the way. I am now part of an avalanche. I started in my early years. I picked the pain of every beggar in Kashinau's street. Listen, my heart is full of anecdotes I chased through Dubai's small alleys, while wondering how I can give up the next of kin I once found in Paris. This one, the belly dancers in the Arab world are viewed as someone who's committing a sin. Me personally, I love belly dancers. I change one day. So, working from the culture of Bashar al-Assad himself, the current Syrian president, and how they view belly dancers in the Arab world, I depicted him as a belly dancer dancing in the United Nations. So, Syrian belly dancer to Bashar al-Assad. UN, fountain of blood, ready. The stage is set for you. You appear, men clap. Hips examined, re-examined again and again. Belly dancing costume not too revealing, they shout. You take off a layer, then another and another. Not yet nude, but will be soon. Up you jump, landing in a fountain of blood. Splash. You splash the watching men. The tongues slide out, roaming over faces licking blood. Unreachable spots lickable by others next to them. They enjoyed it. Do it again, they chant. Up you jump, landing more firmly. Splash. Blood flew, reaching glasses, faces, food, glasses empty, food eaten, faces lit. Loud clapping. Jump, land, splash, jump, land, splash, jump, land, splash. No more blood left in the fountain, but they still ask for more. If anyone been to the Middle East, the Syrian cuisine is very famous. As I made an advertisement for it, that's good for this next one. So this is Syrian feast. Sit, feast with me. You are invited to a state-of-the-art banquet. The grilled livers are served with the fried hearts. Extra large tongue discounted if we go for the third option, meal set. Dine, take your pick and consume while watching endless tents of Syrian refugees. Relax, put your feet up while sipping Ahmad tea. Too hot, you say. Then push your upper lip out, lower one in, and blow the air to cool me and the whole Syrian nation. Look towards Tigris and ask as you take the last sip of your tea. A mixture of emotions fly from the window, muddled yet concise. With wings spreading across the oceans, shadowing what I once called home. Emotions become a collection of confectionery sold in the Brussels top-of-the-range chocolate shops. A bird soars, gazing at lovers on the ground, enters the cupboard of my brain, expecting Arabian hospitality. You stare at me vindictively, but please acknowledge the fact that you can take the nation out of Syria, but you can't take Syria out of the nation. And with it being for the today and the future, this is how I view the city in the future, hoping one day to get like this. The utopian city. From the moment you wake up, your organs will acknowledge the utopian city. In your bed, you will find that you slept in a disciplined way. The bed sheets still straight, wrinkle-free, head positioned even while eyes point at the ceiling. Laid on the back, your legs will be uncrossed, hands set by your side. Quick glance around, nothing can be heard but the singing of lovebirds. Looking from the window, you see clear, open sky, hundreds of trees lined up perfectly. Leaves identical in color, size, and shape. You look at the first tree and you see nothing behind it until you move your head sideways to acknowledge the presence of others. In town, locksmiths do not exist. Shops are left unattended. House doors stand open. Policing is unnecessary. Consciousness rules here. Wisdom derives from simplicity, modesty, part of your humanity. Lakes, rivers, and cascades only reflect the smiling shadows. You visit one of them looking at your reflection. They will swallow your anger, sorrow, sadness, and replace it with happiness, ambition, and solidarity. That's how people get healed here. Cars have a sign of honor, simplifying the times of sacrifices drivers gave to reach humbleness. They are all one shape and one color. Class differences have underwent an abolishment. Clothes, shops are nowhere to be seen, uniformed clothing worn by all. Your looks do not matter, your tongue does. Communication conducted precisely. First you speak, second you acknowledge, third you think, lastly you speak. This is the utopian city. And one last one, just to, I know with those poems it would kill the atmosphere. I'm sorry for that, but this last one also for literally today, because the theme is today. So I went to the Citizen Advice Bureau this morning, and they were, all of the people there, they were men sitting. And there was a secretary there who came in. So this is the secretary of the Citizen Advice Bureau. 9 of us sat embracing relaxation. The door opens and the saint beats the intruder to our noses. 18 eyes prepared to feast. Our manly necks directed 9 heads to the extreme left. We gazed from top to bottom, breathing in at hip point, enforcing eye contact, attracting her awareness of the testosterone. She walks and we follow the walk to the step, singing with the heels. Tick tock, 1, 2, 1, 2. That's when the backside appeared. That's when we all bite the lower lips. She disappeared behind the doors, tension released, and we sighed in relief knowing that we passed our manhood test.